to another video on the SCX24. I got even more upgrade parts. These are ramp crab brass knuckles that are 14 grams each. Here, alright, I'm looking at this, I don't know if it's upgrade or not, but these are steering linkages. The reason I got these is because I was hoping there would be more of a curvature to this big piece, more than the stock one, so that way I could get some more steering angle, because it'd clear the diff better, the diff cover better. So that was my hope behind that, but I'm not sure if it is, because I know like the steering linkages on the Muse Racing axles, pre-assembled axles, have steering linkages that are extra, that have more of an angle in here to help get that extra steering angle. But I don't know if these have that. Most of the reviews were saying they bought these for the adjustability for the rear steering AX24s, but that is not why I got mine. Dude, it looks like this has little notches to tear it open, but you can just open it like that. That's totally unimportant. That is not at all an important detail. And this one-handed control, this is super nice by Radiolink. There's actually like 1,000 different ones out there. This will be nice. It is still kind of loose, but it did come with like a foam strip to tape, or that sticks to the wheel to help it fit a little better. But I mean, if it's good enough. And I can definitely get more steering angle, for sure. The control's in the way a little bit. Nah, not really. But that'll be super nice for making videos. There are the knuckles, and here's some nice stickers you could put on stuff. Bam! Ramp crab right next to my Traxxas and Red Cat sticker. Actual stickers over there. Oh, dude, I don't even have a Hobby. Oh, I do. Hobby Wing sticker there. Dude, these actually have a really nice lettering on them too, but even though you'll never see that. But for whatever reason, they're in different compartments of the bag. But you know, if you do have to keep in mind, this one is for the right, the other one is for the left, as you see there. And as you see here, jeez, dude, either my scale is off or the listing is wrong. 9 grams. Just have to push down on it to. Anyways, well, still, I mean, they're an upgrade nonetheless, man. In total, it's still 18 grams. 10 grams less. Wow. I'm pretty sure these are going to be the upgrades I put on now, because these are brass links, man. That is, the bag is heavy, and supposedly it'll add 43 grams. And, that's not really going to add any weight. It's stainless steel. But yeah, let's at least get these fitted. I was just about to start taking it apart when I remembered. I'm actually going to remember to do tests this time. Alright, I'm going to do... Well, I mean, I don't know if they'll really show much of a difference, but... Alright. So, I have a board and a level app on my phone. Hopefully that'll be accurate enough. It's going to be kind of hard to... Oh, jeez. It's going to be a little hard to hold and tip the board at the same time, though. Alright. I have to pick the board up first. There we go. Hopefully you can see the RC enough. Alright, it tipped at 22 degrees. Well, I'll also do like a steering thing if it affects that. Alright, here with a piece of duct tape, I marked out where the truck is going to start. I'll go all the way left. This already is making a huge difference. Holy crap. Oh my god. Jeez, that went all the way. Alright, I got that marked and measured. That is 33 inches from the left side of this tape to the right side of that tape. I know these knuckles are a little big, but they fit in there just fine. So let's put these knuckles on. Boom! There they are. That transition is gonna suck. Wow, what is the steering angle worse? It almost seems worse. I'm not even gonna lie. That part of the knuckle right there where the steering linkages actually attached to might actually be shorter. So that steering angle very well might be worse. Wow, well, I gotta be honest, man. That 100% looks worse. Well, let's see how much worse it is. Jesus Christ, dude. Alright, let's see if we can go all the way. That is horrendously worse. That's another 10 inches of steering angle. 43 inches. Now I do realize I could probably like Dremel away a little bit at the inside of this steering link here. Holy crap, dude. I was so worried if this upgrade would be worth it or not. But dude, look. There we go, somewhat where the screw. Look at that, dude. This would be even more of an upgrade if I did not put those knuckles on. Stock, well, not stock, but Coda Racing, 4 grams. Endura, there's one part, it's 2 pieces. 4, 6, 2 grams. Something, I guess. Alright, steering linkages fit. Now look at that turning. Oh my god, dude. The servo is the limit now. Heck yeah, dude. Dude. Alright, highly recommend this. If you, well, okay, first you'd have to check. On your SCX24, is the steering linkage touching the diff? If so, get these. Holy crap. I'm so glad I got those. Now, it does mount differently than stock. And you can adjust the trim by screwing and unscrewing that right there. And you can also adjust, I think it's called the toe, which is like whether or not the wheels are pointing inwards or outwards. And it does come with super long screws that will get through that right there. So that's not a problem. Dude, look at that. It almost touches the links. Oh my god, the limit is literally the steering servo now. That is crazy. Ooh, okay, the trim is a little off. The toe might also be off. I really hate the steering trim on this control. It's stupid buttons. Alright, that's the wrong way. The toe might actually be out a little bit. Honestly, I'm not really that worried about it. Look at that, dude. Ridiculous. Alright, we have to test this. This has to be tested. Also, if the toe is out, I don't think I can actually make it any better. Because if you unscrew those black links there, the toe, it'll go out even further. So, I mean, it's not a race car. I'm not gonna say that too big of a deal. Alright, let's see what we got. Holy, oh, that's a little bit less. That's a little bit less, but still better. It's now 26 inches, 33 and 43. 26, that is 7 inches less. Nice. Got my leveler again. Let's have a really hard time doing this now, again. Got about 21 last time. Hopefully you can see it. It's, yeah, dude, okay. Got about to 28, 29 when it fell off this time. But that's like the hardest part about testing this, is that the truck just falls off. Really the big upgrade was adding weight to the front, which will help a little bit. Especially with, like, you know, remember in those crawling vids where it was just tipping backwards once it got up on something? Those steering knuckles should help prevent that. And, well, the steering linkages were probably the biggest upgrade so far. Holy crap. I made it worse, and then I made it way better. Then I'll put these on in another video. Those links right there. That's it for this one. See you in the next one.